Hi, today we're going to talk about the Remy laser and fungus toenails. Again, it's 510 FDA approved. I have the study if you want to see it. It's very effective. Fungus is difficult. It's not 95%. It takes, it's 2 minutes on the big toe, 1 minute on the lesser toenail. It's a minimum of 3 treatments, 30 days apart. I'm also, if you're interested, I could teach you micro drilling that we do with this. I'll talk about Poto Expert, which is amazing for fungus, the healthy nail tincture. But what's more important is that you use this. Patients are extremely happy. Again, I can show you studies, but how do you know that this laser really works? And I'll tell you how I know, because I have doctors over the last 6 years buying 2 and 3 additional lasers, and I have major groups that are using these. It does work, and it's effective. So first I'm going to talk about how to set it up. I'm going to talk about how to talk about the patient, etc. So, excuse me, you have the therapy handpiece. Again, don't touch the blue below it. Take it off. Fungus handpiece. You put it on. Now this has a spot size. It should be on 3. There is no front and back to this. When you put this on, you're always in contact with the skin. You debride the nail. If you don't want to debride the nail, ask me, text me or email. I'll teach you micro drilling. We can also teach you photodynamic therapy if you want to learn about that. But this is what the majority of the podiatrists are doing, and this is what the FDA clearance is. Again, I'm always here to help you make your patients get better. Fungus is a cosmetic procedure, which we're going to talk about. Again, you know, we do have in diabetics, and it's important to reduce the fungal colonies, etc. But patients come because they don't like the way it looks. Keep that in mind. So you turn it, always turn it on, and you're always in contact with the nail. And it's follow the beep. When the laser's on, it beeps. Beep, beep, in contact. Don't pull it up. It's up, back. You're off the nail. Oh, don't stop at the hyponychium or the tip, because it will heat up. You go off of it. It's up, back. You cover from medial to lateral. Just cover the whole area 2 minutes. If it should get warm, make it longer. When you spread out the area, it diffuses the energy. Again, debride it as far down as you can. 2, be in contact with it. If it's too warm, make it longer. The last thing is, if you forget, if a lot of the old techniques, you're just going over the nail, and if you're used to other lasers, you're just going over the nail, it's going to get too hot. Remember, don't just go over the nail. It's the entire area. It's about 6 to 8 inches from the DIP all the way to the end. If you're doing a baby toe, it might be a little warm. Make it longer. If for some reason it gets warm, which should be rare, should always be comfortable, just put your finger on it. It will suck the heat out. Now I want to talk to you about how lasers work. It's not the heat that kills the fungus. It's called reactive oxygen species. It oxidizes the dermatophytes of the fungus. If you remember in biology in high school, plants hate oxygen. They take in CO2 and they exhale oxygen. And this was published in the APMA journal, talking about reactive oxygen species. They also kill bacteria. They stimulate cellular repair. They stimulate collagen. And I'm going to point this out to you. Even though our marketing explains this with brochures, videos, etc., what's really important is that patients understand the word collagen. Very simple way to explain it. You just ask the patient, have you ever heard of collagen that makes your skin smoother and prettier? It doesn't matter what they say, yes or no. If they say yes, great. Well, the laser, besides killing fungus and repairing the nail, it also stimulates collagen and makes your nail healthier and prettier. Patients understand that. You don't want to go into a lot of great details. If you want to talk about reactive oxygen species, that's fine. I like to focus on the healthy and beautification of the nail. Another thing that's real important is, this is how I present it to patients. You know, Mrs. Jones, if it was years ago, and one thing I want to point out is patients should be asking you for it. If your marketing is set up properly in the office waiting room, they're going to be educated, so they're going to ask you about it. So I used to say to patients, you know, if it was years ago, we'd have to surgically remove your nail. You know they don't want that. 2 is we can use oral Lamisil. And I have nothing against oral Lamisil. I used it for 15 years. High reoccurrence. Patients are frightened with the liver. I've never seen that problem. I have seen severe skin reactions, but the whole goal of the laser is to reduce or eliminate the use of Lamisil. So you tell the patient that, and that's why we've invested in this laser so that you can avoid it. Some patients still may need Lamisil or an oral medication. I have found, and I can show you the literature, just email me, 14 days in severe cases, but it's rare. This laser is very effective. I also want to talk about Poto Expert again. It repairs the lipid barrier and it's infused with an antifungal. It's called Healthy Nail Tincture. If you want to know more about it, I have an RN foot care specialist that actually did the original research on these products. These are game changers. The Remy alone is excellent, but we want to add more and more products so that your patients get the best possible results. I hope this is helpful. Thank you.